The following program was produced or sponsored by a community member. The content, views, and opinions expressed are the sole responsibility of the producer and do not reflect those of Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or your cable provider. MATV welcomes your comments. Please call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
Okay, all you ladies and gents out there, welcome to the 2022 MNBL Madness. We were not here last year. We were not here 2 years ago because COVID took us out. But we have made our triumphant return into the Cablecast booth. I'm your host, the Dudster, Nestor Dudley, along with young Andrew Robinson, coach of the Sonics, who's going to be commentating on the first game because the Sonics has the second game against the Pistons. And as always, at Ref Rob Tuttle behind the camera. So, young Andrew, welcome.
Thank you. I haven't been on this Cablecast booth in several years, so it's good to be actually back in the Cablecast booth.
First game, we have the first place number one seeded, undefeated Sixers coming into today's contest with a 12-0 record. We were not able to play a full 14 games this year, unless, of course, if you're with the Celtics, they played 14 games. Only team that played 14 games. We're not able to play 14 games because due to COVID and blizzards and lions and tigers and bears, oh my, we could not. So we did not play the traditional 14-game season. So the number one team, the Sixers, usually faces the number 4 seed. The number 4 seed was the Lakers, everybody's favorite team in the MNBL. But head coach Beanie Amos surrendered the 4th place slot in an unprecedented move because what's also unprecedented, and Beanie Amos has always said, just when he thinks that there isn't a way that the Lakers, a different way that the Lakers can lose, those fakers invent new ways of losing. Not showing up to the last 2 regular season games when the Lakers were in second place all season. Not showing up to the 1-game seeding game against the Sonics last Tuesday night at the Featherweight. So Beanie said, enough's enough. I can't get these suckers, and he did say suckers. If I can't get these suckers here for games that count, you went seeding and all that stuff.
You went from fakers to suckers. I like that.
You can't get him here. Can't get him here.
Well, and I have to say, I was very, I was looking forward to coaching, against Beanie Amos, my mentor. And unfortunattunately, that didn't happen. But I'm glad that our team got into that 3 seed.
And it's a good thing it didn't happen because that's pretty much been an automatic L for you anyway. So it's probably, a good thing it didn't happen anyway.
I like that.
So what happens instead? They would go to the 5th seed with the Hawks this year. But the Hawks players quit. Every last player quit, to the best of my knowledge, what I have been told. So the Hawks are done. They forfeited their last few games as well. So then you go to the 6th seed, which is the Bullets. Now, we did not have the Around the Rim show, the All Badness special, but I can tell you for a fact that 5 times in the 35-plus year of the MNBL, because is this season 37 or is this season 36 due to COVID?
Oh, 36,
so,
yeah.
Yes. So 5 times the number 4 seed has taken out the number 1 seed, and the Bullets was the first and only number 4 seed to take the whole damn thing. Back in 1988, that was their first title. So the Bullets are making history for the fact that they're playing this game as the 6th seed. But if they win, my goodness, they have upped the ante in terms of legacy and setting records and stuff. And young Andrew, the Bullets are playing with house money because this team's not even supposed to be here. Whereas the Sixers, when you go undefeated, young Andrew, you got to finish the deal. You got to change the deal. You can't be the 20-7 Patriots, go 18-1. Once you get in the big madness, you got to finish.
Oh, I agree, and I do want to bring up one thing. I mean, these Sixers actually, several years ago, were in the same position where they were the dominant team in the league by far, and were upset by a 4 seed. This Bullets team is scrappy. And I remember that game, I believe it was against the Celtics, and the Celtics were not favored in any way. That team was overmatched, but Joe Young powered through that game. And I mean, there's a few players on this Bullet team that if they play defense right against this Sixers team, they could have a lot of success.
And that game that you're talking about, the number 2 seed was the Pistons.
Yep.
And the late Paul Conrad, who him and his lovely wife Lisa passed away last weekend on his birthday too. The late Paul Conrad, head coach of the Pistons, he looked at me and said, "I got no plays," because everyone was expecting the Sixers to advance, supposed to be Sixers Pistons. He said, "I got no plays." So what he did, young Andrew, it was he called a practice that morning and shoveling off the courts, and players actually showed up. You know, young Andrew, I'm old enough to remember when players used to come to practices in their games.
Me too.
And that was one of the times, and the players came and they practiced that day. They practiced up against the Celtics and they beat the Celtics, and the Pistons hung their championship. And the year you're talking about is 20-3.
Yep, and I even remember back in my day when the greatest player of all time in the neighborhood basketball league, Jeremy Rocker, he came to a 3-hour practice on his 18th birthday. I mean, that was the kind of dedication that players back in that era had.
Now, he came late.
He did, but he was there. But there is one thing I'm looking at, and I don't know how this is possible, how this Sixers team has almost no fouls against them called this year. The most they have is 12, and the Bullets are a bunch of hackers. I mean, and I can say that because I was a hacker myself, but they have multiple guys with over 20 fouls so far this year, and that could be the thing that comes down to hurt them the most.
When you played, young Andrew, did you have a prominent spot on the Dirty Dozen list? Remember the old Dirty Dozen list?
Yes. The Dirty Dozen and the Hothead, I have to say. I was almost on that every single year. But people knew when I fouled them. There was no mystery when I fouled.
Well, though, I can say for the Sixers is that, again, this team's undefeated, but there were several games that they played with only 4 players. And when you play with only 4 players and all that stuff, the referees, they try not to foul you out. So there were some things that they let go.
Yeah.
So that's probably, and the Sixers went a while, and again, this team was undefeated, still is undefeated, and you have players like not showing up. It's just crazy to me. And I'm looking at the floor right now, young Andrew, and I'm seeing only 5 Sixers. Are there any more?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know there was a guy who has sat behind their bench multiple times and hasn't played a game for them all year. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, undefeated, I don't know who would miss a practice or miss a game when you're undefeated. And you have the best team when it comes to stars on your team. I mean, and it's a very easy thing to do, just come to practices and games. I don't understand. You pay your money and then you don't show up.
What else are you doing on a Thursday night?
Exactly.
If you're not at practice, you're probably getting in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be at home doing your homework on a Thursday night.
And we know they ain't doing that.
No, these kids. I mean, shoot. Their idea is I don't do work at home. That's for school.
Young Andrew, there was talk at the beginning of this season by head coach Keyshawn Bridgman-Dix of the Sonics that he was going to record these games and stream these games, and he had wanted myself, the Dutster, to come out of retirement during the regular season and help stream it. Matter of fact, I think that he was counting on that, and I don't know why he was counting on that because that's not my contract anymore. And I was told that he was here the first weekend, possibly the first 2 weekends of the season, and I know we had blizzards, and I know we had COVID and this and that, but he hasn't doing it anymore. So what's the story with that? You got any inside scoop? Is there a story you want to break?
Well, our cameraman was unfortunately not able to come down and do the games every week. We had him down here the first few weeks, and fortunately he wasn't able to show up the rest of the weeks because we were trying to stream these games. I mean, at the very least, we were trying to record the games for our own scouting purposes, but we also wanted to stream the games to kind of get more attention drawn to the neighborhood league and try to get, you know, popularity back up to where it was back in the day, back in the good old days. So I've actually heard from my scouting, talking to these Bullets coaches and Bullets players, they've got like 4 defenses planned today to go against this tough Sixers team. I was talking to my co-coach of the Sonics this morning, and we were talking about how if you're able to shut down Ross, that's the key. I mean, if you don't let Ross destroy you, you're going to have a good chance at the end of the day against this Sonics team, or Sixers.
The Sixers won the tap. So you're talking about Ross. Ross is definitely their best player on the team. He's the best player in the league, in my estimation.
Yes.
In my opinion. But the Sixers, they are not undefeated for nothing. So we have a tie up there, a tie up between Darren's Rock of the Sixers got traded to the Sixers from the Kings.
I was about to say, at that deadline, that's probably, I don't know if you'd say it was the biggest trade. The acquisition of Bobby Spada to the Pistons was also a huge pickup. But we will see. I mean, I think the pickup by the Sixers more rounds their team than the pickup by the Pistons.
And if the Sixers did not pick that Darren's Rock up, the Sixers will be playing with 4 right now.
Yep. And unfortunately, there was some confusion in the Sonics camp this trade deadline because the Sonics wanted to definitely go after not only Bobby Spada, but they also would have wanted to go after Darren's if we knew he was available. But unfortunately, we weren't aware that Darren's Rock was available at that deadline because we have history with Darren's. Played down in the Outlock League, we know Darren's. And that would have been a player we really went after.
This Bullets team is playing so loose and relaxed. They know they're playing with house money. They know that the underdogs, they know they're not supposed to be here, and they're playing relaxed. They're playing right now Bullets ball.
Yep.
Everybody's here. They're all engaged. Look, I look at the Bullets bench, and I actually see a bench. I can't say the same for the Sixers. So I miss who the foul was on, but Darren's Rock is at the line where everything is free. He hits the first one. He makes it look like butter.
So that foul was on number 1.
Yeah.
Gurdon.
Gurdon, yeah. Foul's on 6.
Okay.
Foul's on number 6. Okay. We are correct. The foul was on 6. Luis Pacini.
What? Make sure you don't let it go off.
I got you. Thank you.
Foul on Sixers number 9.
And I'm actually I'm kind of surprised there's only 1 point on the board right now. This is a high-scoring Sixers team.
Well, everything's different when it's the postseason. You know, sometimes palms get sweaty, but cheeks tighten up.
And that was just a great move by number 6, Louis.
Into Guinomi, nice strong move.
That is a great finish there at the. And the Bullets foul is on number 21, Biskin.
Whoa, that barely touched the rim. That was a lazy pass. That was intercepted by Rock.
Can't make a
I think he's going all the way.
Yep. That was just a bad pass. You can't pass that ball cross court on a fast break like that unless you have a wide open lane.
Stop, gentlemen.
We'll send up that offense. Kilpatrick's going to take all 3 of these front rims that backed up like it was money. You can't do that. You got to follow your shot. And there is Ross with his own putback. Yeah, he was looking to settle for that 3. Huon, and I got the travel. Yes.
I got the travel too.
I had him with steps.
Yep.
He was tipping throw through them tulips.
And I don't know if it was because of the time confusion, but this Sixers team is actually looking like they're playing a little bit tight out there. They're missing shots they usually make. They're giving the Bullets a lot of good looks. The Bullets just aren't making their shots right now.
Well, the thing is, it's called the postseason for a reason. It's not the regular season. You know, when you go into the madness undefeated, the whole MNBL universe that I just coined right now, eyes are on you.
Yep.
You got to finish the deal. You got to seal the deal. You got to come home with the chip. You got to come home with the big gold ball.
And those rings. Great defense in the corner.
No, he puts it on the floor. He didn't have to, but it was a nice putback. And they just let him do it. That was the defense broke down there was not a blue jersey near him. I think the closest person near to guard him was you, young Andrew, and you graduated in 2005, and you were wearing purple and gold.
I don't have those moves anymore.
Kilpatrick got hit in his beak. He's going to the bathroom.
He looks like he had some blood coming out, so that means he has to come out of the game for at least one play.
Go in the bathroom. He has to blow out some bloody boogers. 7 white.
And that's a foul, number 7 towel.
And the Sixers cannot afford to get into foul trouble, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm still shocked. They got like 4 guys with under 5 or 3 guys with under 5 fouls this season. I just don't know how that's possible playing basketball. Out of bounds. And one of the things the Bullets cannot do is they cannot be getting on each other. They have to stay together as a team. The only way they're going to beat this team is if they stay together and be on the same page this entire game.
Towel going to shoot all 3 of these. Back rims it.
A nice rebound by Shai Cohen, one of my favorite players in the neighborhood basketball league.
Cohen is one of the ultimate cleanup men.
He is. Reminds me a lot of Keyshawn Bridgman-Dix, who's the coach of the Sonics, always there at the right spot, and also Sean Fortier of the Lakers classic team, always there in that right spot for those rebounds.
Right now the Bullets are falling in love with the 3 ball. Got to pound it inside.
They're getting scared of the size, it looks like, of the Sixers, and I mean, I don't think they need to because their defense is matching up all right. And Tao for another 3. And Tao is cold to start this game. It's just a good thing for the Bullets.
Out there jacking up 3, and the Bullets have called their first timeout. And young Andrew, I don't know what took him so long.
Me neither. I would have already been sick and grabbing the bucket by now. There's a lot of only jerks jack up 3s, and there's a lot of jerks out there. I think that's how that saying goes.
Any jerk can jack up a 3.
That's what it is.
And there are a whole lot of jacking 3s
out there.
Ballers hit free throws.
Yeah.
Steve Wright is laying in on those guys.
And you hear Steve saying exactly what I was just pointing out, what you were pointing out earlier. They're not playing as a team, and they're settling on those lazy shots and not passing the ball.
Let me tell you, dude, a couple of minutes ago came down here on the corner and did the step back 3, which was just a ridiculous shot, and it went behind the backboard, and it made him look like a jackass. It was really a jackass. You know what a jackass is? A jackass is going to shoot a ball like that. You don't do that.
No.
This is the playoffs.
Smarter shots have to happen.
You got to swing that ball.
Exactly. That's the way you're going to beat the Sixers team, by ball movement. And they leave the middle wide open a lot. And people just don't cut through that lane like they need to. Not that the Sixers don't have really good defense, because they do have good defense. And there's another 3. I mean, that had to be what Coach Steve Wright was just talking about in their timeout.
Take him out.
Yeah. Oh, nice defense.
Okay, they got 3 or none. You want to talk about the numbers.
But
why is he looking behind him?
Oh. I do not like that. That is a technical foul, I thought. Or is it only a technical if it disrupts the basket?
Well, it did not rearrange the shot, and he was going for the ball. So that's a close call. If I was refereeing, I would not have called that.
And a costly turnover, but it doesn't pay off.
The Bulls got to push the ball. You got to get it into a dribbler's hands. He's not a dribbler.
That was not a good pass. That was a very dangerous pass.
Candelora, he's shooting up square to fall 3 of these. Back rims it. No one's crashing the board.
Yeah, they're just standing around watching the game. Everyone. And what the Sixers are doing is what you need to do. Is just they're going in almost every time. The Bullets have taken 5 or 6 threes at this point. Haven't made a single one. And the Sixers are just driving.
Now that was a good drive. Okay,
that was.
Okay, he missed it, but you got to. Okay, he's gone back on defense. Okay, you got to do that. You got to. And I do not think that Ross has scored yet.
I'm trying to remember too. I don't think he has either. And another 3 that's missed by Tao.
Steve Wright's throwing up his hands because his players are just not executing what.
And the foul is on Louis. His 2nd foul of the game. this is one of the things I was talking about. He's one of the most prolific foulers, and his team, I mean, they got to start playing defense with their legs and not their hands.
Sixers calling the timeout with 1 minute and 43 ticks left to go in the first. Sixers up by 7.
And I think one of the really interesting things, and we're going to see how the Bullets team handles this, is you got a Sixer team here with five guys. We go on a sliding scale, which means the bench is going to have to play way more minutes on that Bullets team. And at all times, you're going to have the Sixers' best 5 out there, which is going to be a tough matchup. And the Bullets really need to make sure they're not passing up good opportunities to score.
I'm wondering if the Sixers does not have a bench, because there was a little confusion about an email that was sent to all the coaches. So maybe I just thought about that now. So maybe that's why
maybe they'll start rolling it in the second half. Violation on Tao. Tao is just not having a good game. But this is what the route to beat them, I think, is let one guy beat you. Don't let more than one guy beat you, and that is not a good shot. Another ill-advised shot by the Bullets.
The Bullets are coming.
And Shai Cohen, basket hanging, but makes the basket.
Put a coat on that hanger. We used to say in the 20th century back in the old LG, and I think the Rickestrator, the father of the Rickestrator, Rick Frenny, the original commentator of the MNBL, coined that phrase. Shout out to Rick Frenny, wherever you are, brother.
Oh, nice pass by Ross.
Gee Nomi don't normally make Gee Nomi don't make and the commentator at ref Rob Tuttle got me. He
already said it?
Yes, he is not mic'd, but he got me. So
that's a combo of 20, I think.
It's a combo, yes. He got me. So it's on, brother.
There we go.
They got that basket inside.
And that shot was by Kilpatrick. Again, I mean, I think they've gone away more from that three-point shot, which is good. And they're getting a little bit smarter shots. And what they just need to do is keep on running this Bullets team. This Sixers team. The Sixers team is going to end up wearing out if they play this with hustle on them. 15! And that's good defense right there, causing the turnover with 10 seconds left in the quarter.
Kilpatrick has a nice pass to Candelora. He kicks it out to Wright, who front rims it. But that ball, that transit, and that's what the ball is doing. And Steve Wright has to be happy about that.
That was splendid.
That was splendid. Well, I don't know if it was splendid. You know what? We'll give him a splendid. We'll give him a splendid. Steve Wright has to be happy about that. There was that nice ball transition. It started off by Kilpatrick, who kicked it to Candelora, kicked it to Wright. Wright took the shot, front rimmed it, but Kilpatrick was in the paint waiting for it, put it up with seconds to go. So they kind of like woke up the last 5 seconds. So, you know, they got to believe it was up. And young Andrew, I know for a fact because I seen Beanie Amos come in today with extra Gatorade that was left over because his plays did not show up. He gave it to the Bullets. He said, hey, you're taking our 4th place slot, so here, here's extra Gatorade. And I say that to say that I don't see any of those Bullets with Gatorade. So either they drank it before the game or Steve Wright didn't give it to them.
And unfortunately, there's no concession stand, so they can go refuel.
We'll have to find out at halftime what happened to the Gatorade. Oh, okay, there's Steve. Okay, he's handing them out now.
Gatorade.
He's handing them out now. But
although I don't think he should have a Gatorade in his hand.
But you know what? He waited till after they blew the whistle. So here it is. So the players are getting the Gatorade, and Beanie Amos said, you know, just give him credit.
How many people on the bench do they have today?
They have 8. They have 8, and I got an 8-pack.
Nice hustle there by the Sixers. Ross on the way to the leg. Oh, that's just a good finish. He powered through the contact and finished that.
His first field goal of the game.
Which, if you're the Bullets, you have to be at least somewhat satisfied that you're getting into the second quarter and he makes his first field goal of the game.
Somebody have to swing it. Steve Wright is yelling, move. Somebody have to swing up.
They're stationary. They got to move around.
They're not looking in the middle.
Oh, there you go.
There's Kilpatrick in the middle. And there's
rebound by
Wright with the cleanup. Bullet ball. So Wright was there at the right place, right time.
And the right situation. Yeah, there we go.
Well, he is Mr. Wright. He was born Mr. Wright.
Yeah.
Biskin with the floater. Tao,
And Tao blows the bunny, but Ross finishes it on the hustle.
Okay, Ross is in his groove now.
Now he's going.
Ross has just entered his groove, and it could be a long day for the Bullets. Candelora is going to take a deep double.
Tao open on the wing. Darren's is going to take it all the way for himself to the bucket. And 22 plus 8's a combo of 30.
My goodness.
Did I beat you?
Okay, it's definitely on. My Lord have mercy.
Oh, and the shots just aren't falling for the Bullets.
And there's Nomi.
Sixers are starting to walk back on defense. I wonder if all this fast break stuff that they're pushing, I don't know necessarily if that's a good idea when you only have 5 guys.
I was just going to say, if I'm the Bullets, I push. I try to get them tired.
Exactly. Because they're doing you a favor by as much as they're running back on that fast break.
Is he going to go for the flush?
That was a half a flush he was going for, but that went in.
Biskin's going to take all 3 of these, drains it.
Finally, a 3 falls for the Bullets.
Bullets enter double digits.
I have to point out, there's more coaches over there on the Sixers bench than there are players. They got 4 coaches over there. Which one is the head coach? Because I know it's Chris, but he's all the way down there by the locker room. Bullets get a big stop.
Kilpatrick to Candeloro. Biskin. That's what you got to do. You got to take it in there. Biskin. And you're hearing Steve Wright yell all day. That's all you got to do. Get them in. You got to get them in foul trouble. Take them to the hole, as Steve Wright said. Get them in foul trouble. And you really should be running up and down that court. I got to get them tired.
Yep. And again, I mean, they're hustling on the offensive end, which is great, but just push them on defense, and they're going to start fouling. They're going to have to start fouling or just let you go.
Biskin hits the front end of 2. Drains them
5
both.
straight points for Biskin. Got a little something going.
Chipping away at this lead, 1 point at a time.
They've changed the defense to a 2-3. I mean, not that the box and 1 was working, but it wasn't not working. They were not giving up a lot of points. Most of these points have been coming on the fast breaks for this Sonic team.
Biskin with, I was going to say, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. I was going to say, Biskin with the rebound. Continue.
I think that's one of the bigger weaknesses of this Sixer team, is they're very much a fast break team that feeds off the fast break. And if you can get a team that can keep up with them and tire them out, got a great rebound by Tao, though.
But better defense by the Bullets.
And there's a foul by Rock. Not a good foul. Darren's Rock picks up a foul, and that was not a good foul. And he's picked up his 2nd foul. Very uncharacteristic. He had 4 fouls all year, already has 2 fouls.
He said that doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because he fouled him, as simple as that. You know, when he came down, right, all he had to do was kick it off. He had to kick it off the towel, but no, he got greedy, kept it for himself, and yeah, he fouled him, so he made a foul. Big deal. Suck it up, big boy. Come back and play defense.
That was a good shot by Kilpatrick, just didn't fall.
See, now that was a good basket.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that was a good pass by Ross. Pass to the towel on the weak side, and that's what Rock should have did. If Rock had done that, he wouldn't be the recipient of a 2nd foul, which is 1 pair of fouls.
And there's another foul. This one on Ross.
That's the 2nd foul on Ross, so Ross has a pair, Rock has a pair. So Dyer has a pair, Rock has a pair, and they ain't got no bench.
Nice pass.
But Pacini has to finish.
He blew the bunny. That was a beautiful pass.
You gotta finish.
Oh, nice.
You want to talk about a nice pass.
Ross, he froze the defender.
You want to talk about a nice pass. And a pass like that has no business of getting through.
No. He caught the defense asleep and hit his pass. Oh, backs his guy down, but can't make the layup.
Pacini just threw it up. He didn't even look.
Yep. Shy Cohen going to the rim. Nice kick out to Tao. Tao hits his first three of the game.
Yeah, he finally hit one. Well, you shoot enough of them, one's going to drop.
And a quick 5-0 run has silenced whatever momentum the Bullets were having. And now we're going to get a jump. Darren's and Kilpatrick.
Rock versus Kilpatrick on this tap.
Oh, he's got wide open.
He took it.
And they've extended this lead to 20. Bullets need to start chipping away before the end of this first half.
33-13. With 3 minutes left to go.
And the Sixers call their second timeout. Good timeout. Kind of give these guys a rest. You usually don't like to mess up your own momentum with timeouts, but that is a good timeout, giving his guys a little bit of a rest.
I like to shout out the referees. We were in transition with referees this year. The first couple of weekends, we had this one dude.
Both Ross and Darren.
That was just, he was just out of control.
Yes.
The dude had one butt cheek. He couldn't run up and down the court. He told Beanie Amos introduced himself as a referee on IAAB Board 27, so he knew that Beanie knew the rules. So he used to talk to Beanie. Lakers played the Kings. The Kings shot the ball, went over the backboard, behind the backboard, which is a dead ball. Beanie said, it's a dead ball. He said, this referee, it's not a dead ball, trust me. So Beanie Amos is like, well, this is a dead ball, and he doesn't know the rules. So how could Beanie Amos ever trust him if he got a basic rule like that wrong?
Oh, exactly.
Well,
and I don't think you can really trust any referee with integrity if, he's tossed 4 head coaches out of the game in his first 2 weeks of the season. And then, says things like, I'll call 5 quick fouls on you, if you don't be quiet.
Look at that. The Bullets are hustling. Excuse me, the Sixers are hustling, Bulls are not.
Yeah.
Okay, he got numbers. But you know what? That was the pass.
That was not a good pass.
They just got to, yeah, you got to drain it.
That was a nice move by Kilpatrick. Froze his defender with the up fake and just puts it in. Those are the shots they need. Those are the shots that the Sixers are going to be weak at guarding. Sixers are now just standing still too. Very little ball movement.
One minute, 55 ticks left to go. The Sixers are up 33-15.
And while we have a second, I would like to give a shout out to Brad Worth-Benton, always representing on the West Coast. Sure, he wishes he could be here today to see this game.
Combo Fitty.
Hey.
Combo Fitty. I had to get back in the game. I was sitting on that, brother. Yes, a shout out to Brad Worth-Benton, who's always representing on the West Coast.
Who would be proud that you got that combo?
I was sitting on that. That one's dedicated to you, Brad.
That cross-court pass should not be there.
He's being updated, okay.
Oh, I don't know if that's AO or you can call that a
No,
good
that was
shot.
AO. That was definitely AO. But you know, we get a couple of AOs like that, you're right back in the game.
Like I was just saying a couple minutes ago, if this Bullets team can chip away, if they can possibly get this under a 10-point game, you have to feel a lot of confidence going into that halftime. Oh, Bullets fighting for the boards. They are really fighting, and I think the Sixers are starting to get tired. You got guys walking up the court. This is going to be their path to victory. This is going to be the path to victory. Look at that. Like I said, 28 seconds left in this game. 12-point game, 8-0 run by the Bullets.
Pacini with the putback there. Nice.
I wonder if the Sixers hold for the last shot. If they're smart, they hold for the last shot. They're tired.
Ginomi is limping. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if it's an ankle.
He's limping.
I don't know if it's an ankle or a hammy.
Sixers should call a timeout. That dude's limping. Towel for 3. Oh, my God.
And look at, he's fighting for that rebound.
And they're going to get a foul. Who's going to be on? Is that on Kilpatrick? No, they got number 1. Garrett. Oh, 20. Sorry. Candelaro got called for the foul. 3 seconds left. I think the Bullets need to make sure they don't score here. They don't score here. You go into halftime, I think, feeling a little bit.
Steve Wright called a timeout.
Good timeout.
And I was wondering what was taking him so long.
Has he used all 3 of his timeouts? I think he has 1 timeout left.
No, that's the second timeout. But with second timeout and 3 ticks to go in the first half,
got plenty
of time for him to get that third timeout. Plenty of time. And let me tell you, he's drawing up something right now. If they go out there and he doesn't see what he drew up, he's calling a timeout. He's calling a timeout. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to vote for. I'm going to vote for that he put down something and they're not going to follow it. And look at them. They're looking up in space anyway. Space is not the place right now. That's what I'm voting for.
And with 3 seconds, of course there's time for a timeout. I remember there was a game back when I was coaching the Outlook League. I did a whole practice on what we were going to do. And in the first play of the game, they didn't do it. I think 3 seconds had run off the clock, and I called a timeout.
That made the local papers. Made the local papers.
I mean, again, shout out to Brad Wood-Benton, always representing. That was a whole lot of LOT.
Yeah, but I think Steve Freckle was the one that printed that article. Don't give Brad credit for that one. You got to give it to Steve Freckle.
Oh, and he is still limping out there. I don't know if they should take him out and maybe go 4-on-5 and see how that works for at least the last play of the game, or the first half. 5 seconds almost. Ross for 3 at the buzzer.
At the end of the first half, the Sixers up by a lot, up by 12, up by a dozen, 33-21.
I actually think this isn't such a bad score for them to be down by. I mean, the Bullets didn't think they'd be here. They've cut the lead down to 8. They were just down by 20. And I think if they come out in the second half with the same effort that they've put at the end of this first half, they're going to tire the Sixers out. The Sixers have no bench. They got a player out there who's limping right now. If they're smart, they attack him on every single possession down the court, since the Sixers are playing a man defense.
Once again, the Bulls are playing with house money. They're not supposed to be here, but they are here. For young Andrew, at Ref Rob Tuttle, Mr. Dudley, see you at the half. Sixers up by 12, 33-21. Nestor Dudley, along with young Andrew Robinson, one of the coaches of the Sonics in the Cablecast booth. And this is all being brought to you by at Ref Rob Tuttle. And on an equally important note, the combo game has a 3-way tie between the 3 of us. That's equally important.
Who's going to get the next one? I was actually kind of disappointed to see that Rob Tuttle, at Rob Tuttle Ref, he does not have his referee shirt or a Bruins jersey on, which I'm normally seeing him in when he comes down to these games.
No, I got my own personal.
Oh, he's got his own shirt line now. I like it. He's got his own fashion line going.
First of all, you just got to get the hashtag. You just got to get the @ right. At Ref Rob Tuttle.
And they're talking about fouls right now. I don't know why they're going up to the referee talking about fouls at this point in the game. Bullets start start the second half with the ball.
Kilpatrick should have just drove.
But that wasn't off a towel.
Ross is just with his own putback. There's no defense in the paint for the Bullets. None.
And that's one of the things we're talking about. They have.
That's going to be a third one on. But that's going to be a pair and a half for Gee.
Oh no, 2. So
we got 2? There's only 2 on him?
Yep, we got Gee with 2, we got Darren's with 2, and we got Ross with 2.
Cohen swings out to Rocks.
Oh, that was good defense. They closed the middle up as he drive. Tao for 3.
Back to Tao. That's all Tao was doing, shooting threes.
That is not an advised 3. That's ill-advised right there.
That was a good box out by Kilpatrick, and I would have called Cohen for over the back.
Nice finish by Tao.
Tao made a layup.
He's smiling as he runs back up the court. He picked up his dribble. I don't know why he picked up the dribble up there at the top. That was close to a travel.
He's yelling. He's going to take all 3 of these.
Ross with the rebound, pushing it up hard.
Combo 60.
I was just
That'll be a tie. That'll be a tie.
I was just telling myself I got to remember to say it. You got me.
That was a tie because you couldn't hit double. I heard Tuttle, so it's a tie. So I'm not sure we've ever had a tie before. So I think we get a half a point each. So I think at 1.5, Rob is 1.5, and Andy and Butt Naked last with 1.
And that is their 3rd straight turnover for the Bullets. Not a way you want to start the second half after such a good end to the first half.
Sixers increased their lead to 18 points. We got 39-21 with 7 minutes and 15 ticks left to go in the third.
Nice rebound by Gee. And he doesn't look like he's limping anymore, so it looks like he's doing all right.
Takes all 3 of these, it rims out.
But the Bullets are hustling for that rebound. Don't get the rebound. Ross comes away with it. He's going to take it all the way.
And Tao's going to square it for 3. Oh, no, he passed it off. Rock's going to take that 3.
Oh, Cohen with the hustling.
With the weak side rebound, Cohen.
Ross for 3. They've doubled them up.
42-21.
Oh, lazy pass. Lucky it wasn't stolen by Ross.
Oh, they got numbers, and that was just an ugly lane. That was an air ball. Didn't hit a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
Steve Wright's saying we can't do nothing if we don't play any defense.
And I do not see hands up, and I just...
No, I see hands down. I see dejected looks. I don't see boxing out. I mean, the Sixers are hustling to every rebound right now if they can. I know that 3 win. Oh, another 3-point shot. Oh, that was not a good 3-point shot. He had the lane. Should have driven on the baseline. Oh, Ross with a nice spin move. They're going to get him with a travel, I think. Or an offensive foul.
Oh, they got him fouled. Oh, okay, so
Ross with his 3rd foul. That is a pair and a half.
Okay, that's player control. Play control. He came out. He came and hooked. First of all, young Andrew, I saw the travel before, so
so I saw the travel right.
I would have called him for the travel.
Yeah. I'm glad I saw the travel right. It means you're teaching me something right.
It means you're paying attention. Oh, there's a travel there.
There's
Yes,
the travel we were looking for.
that study step. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Coach, it's one of the things that frustrates me most, that travel, because it doesn't need to be done. It's just lack of concentration when you do something like that.
And the thing is, the player will argue with you and say they didn't move.
Yeah. And the Sixers are doing exactly what they need to do, slowing this game down, working for their shot, and Tao gets a wide open shot for three.
Steve Wright yelling, "Don't quit on me, don't quit on me." As long as you keep pushing, you always have a chance.
You are not out of this game if you can get their guys out of this game. Oh, a deep three.
Comes back for the match.
Garrison hits his second straight three that he's attempted. Oh, he takes a hard spill to the ground. Good defense and good offense there. Oh,
Up, did they get him for travel?
no, they got a and one. I thought I saw the travel.
I would have had him for travel. It was not. He did that. He did that jump step,
And his wrist broke.
And it was not. Well, you know what? It was not a simultaneous
Jump.
It was
his feet did not hit the ground. And somebody called a timeout. I don't know who called the timeout. I think it may have been the Sixers.
Sixers called a timeout.
Using their timeouts wisely again, getting their guys some breaks. Coach is reminding Ross he's got 3 fouls to play defense less with his hands and more with his legs right now.
Ross Dyer has a pair and a half of fouls. Guinomi has a pair. Darren Rocks has a pair.
Yeah.
Does Tao have a pair?
And Guinomi and Darren's Rock only have 4 fouls in the regular season, and they already have 2 fouls in this game.
Those are only 4 that got called. I'm sure they got more than 4.
Oh, I agree.
They only got caught 4 times.
I'm looking at these fouls, and I'm like, there's no way you play defense in this league and have this few fouls called against you.
Well, that means they're not playing defense in this league.
So you got the 2-3 matchup next, Pistons versus the Sonics. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, the Sonics are bumming because 3 of their players did not make the eligibility cut.
Pistons.
That's what I meant to say. So,
And one of them, which is surprising, was a preseason trade that the Pistons had made to the Sonics, and Adam, I can't say his last name. Elobalawa was traded to the Pistons at the beginning of the season, and he is one of the 2 who's not eligible. They actually,
one of the 3. They've got
one
3.
of the 3, I'm sorry.
3's not eligible.
And 2 of them are actually decent players for them that they could miss very much today. I believe Adam was there for both times the Sonics played the Pistons this year, and their games were only decided by less than 5 points in both games. I think it was 2 in the second game and 3 in the first game.
Nomi with the... look at Nomi.
And the one.
Nomi beasting in the paint.
Nomi.
Now I bet you dollars of donuts is going to be an ugly free throw shot, and it ain't going to go in. Might not even hit the rim. What did I tell you?
I was about to do combo too. Darn, I would be like, oh, that's a combo 80.
Oh, don't rely on him to get your combo.
25-point lead by the Sixers. The Bullets cannot quit. They have to remember they have the advantage with players, and they need to wear them out. Nice hustle down low.
Nice move, Pacini. Tao's all by himself. He's going to take that 3. Ugly shot.
Nice rebound by the Bullets. again, chip away at the lead.
Cam should keep on going. There you go. Just like that. There you go. That's what he needs to do.
Kilpatrick.
And he used his left. He used his left. Good things will happen if they do that. I like seeing Biskin on the floor because Biskin's getting rebounds.
It's going to go out of bounds back to the Bullets.
All right, let's go. Take the damage of it. You've been down this much before. Let's go.
He's telling his players to hustle. Don't give up on this.
Yeah. Cam's Kilpatrick settled when he should have drove.
Yep.
He settled. Got to put pressure on that defense. I'm wondering if that's what Steve Wright is yelling.
Darren's rock with a nice take to the deep lane.
Biskin's going to take a deep. Doesn't work out for him.
That was an ill-advised three. Ross with a nice body control makes the layup.
Even the referee is like, damn. He like, damn. Ross is just so fluid. He is smooth. Foul on Cohen. I got it on Cohen.
Wow, is that Cohen's first foul of the game? That is Shy Cohen's first foul of the game. Shooter. Oh, you got a violation.
Lane violation on Tao. You know, things that you got away with in the regular season's not going to apply in the madness. Not going to apply in the post.
And as a coach, that's one of those things that makes me furious. When you get a violation on the first of two shots, there's just no excuse for that.
Coming down to the final 56 of the third.
Ross for three.
Whoa.
He thought he had that. Pass to Shy. And they are just still hustling. And they are hustling way more right now. Guy with the putback. And Guy looks like he is in pain still, but he is just pushing through his pain. You can't hold anything back when you're in the madness. Oh, ill-advised pass at Ross's feet. Ross makes the first of two. I saw you sitting there waiting for that combo 90.
My goodness. Just blew it.
We were all sitting right there.
Man, oh man.
See, with that 1.8
Yeah.
That still wants me in butt naked last. And at the end of the third, you have 59-32. Sixers are up. They have a comfortable lead. What do you do if you're the Sixers right now?
I don't change up anything. They got a game plan. The game plan is working. Don't change up anything. I just wouldn't get stupid, wouldn't get fancy. I definitely wouldn't. You know, you don't need to take threes at this point. I would just pound it out, down, stuff. You know, I would frustrate the Bullets and just take it right at them. Maybe get a few of them in foul trouble, foul out of there.
Well, I think you definitely need to get long possessions. Definitely work the clock down. Make sure your possessions are good shots. I mean, they have this game basically in hand right now. It's, you know, theirs to lose.
Sixers being up by 22, and does not look good for the boys in blue. The boys in blue that were playing with a house money that came in 6th place.
But yeah, at this point,
Coach Anthony Lopez was just having a conversation with the commission. I wonder what that was about.
Sixth player showed up.
A 6th player has showed up.
Wow. It looks like he definitely thought this game was at 2:30.
Well,
it's about 2:30 right now.
Well, where is he?
He just went to the locker room, I think.
No, I understand, but I just let you know. Yeah, no, that's fine.
3-point field goal by Garrett. Oh, good defense. Oh, nice pass inside to Shai Cohen, and Shai Cohen finishes the basket.
He just walked right in there.
He did.
Just walked right in there.
And I have to say, Shai Cohen is one of my favorite players in the league. Does everything right and everything you ask him to.
Right. Connor Wright. And he said beautiful pass. He didn't even dap him about the shot, making the basket. Oh, that was a travel.
That's his son. He expects him to make that shot. Ah, come on. He caught us.
Yep. Cannot be disputed.
Even I heard that one.
That was a good move by
That was a
Kilpatrick.
very good move by Kilpatrick.
Young Andrew, you killed your mic when you did the sneeze. Young Brad Benton would not have done that.
Well, I've spent many a year with you in the cablecast booth. I know the etiquette of the cablecast booth. Besides, I don't think anyone wants to hear me hacking up my phlegm.
Biskin's going to take all 3 of these.
And Biskin hits another 3. Is there any chance they can come back in this game?
Any chance that the Bulls can come back?
Yeah.
Well, there's always a chance, but you get down to stop time, probably not.
Oh, nice take by Ross. That was just a strong move by Ross. I mean, the defense, you can't do anything about that. That was actually good defense. He just made a good shot.
Another basket for Ross Dyer.
And they've let Ross take over the lead of the game in this game. They had him shut down in that first quarter, and then he made his first layup in the second quarter, and he has been going ever since. Oh, nice defense. Connor Wright does a good job, gets out of the way of his guy. Oh, and Garrett takes a 3. Does not hit anything, and there is the Sixers' 6th player.
Steve Wright is putting in the bench.
Better late than never, I guess.
My goodness, they just make it look so easy. They just make it look so easy. You know, Dyer to Cohen and to Nomi. Basket. Good basket. Now again, we're going to see an ugly free throw shot right here. It's gotten possibly uglier than the last one. Oh, not ugly.
That was actually a nice.
That was a nice shot. Not ugly. Went coast to coast, could not finish.
Oh. I am glad he missed that. He had Shai Cohen wide open down on hustling down the court, and he tries to dunk it. That is the type of thing that players notice in this league and coaches notice in this league. Sheridan for a deep three. Tao gonna step back. Step back twice. Pump fakes twice too.
That was a crazy shot.
I don't know why he's taking that shot at this point of the game.
Piccini crashed the board. That's a good sign.
Shai Cohen being the point guard for a second. I like that.
He just came on the court and just shot
He
him.
just showed up, but he comes out hot. What is that? That's number 5.
Number 5.
No, that's not number 5.
Yeah, it's number 5. Geronimo.
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 Hey, Geronimo. Great name. 3-point field goal by Louis.
The Sixers are just toying with them now.
There you go. That is a nice take. Now they're just going to slow this game down. Maybe not. Once again, I'm glad he's missing these shots.
As you got to play that defense. So yeah, we have officially entered garbage time.
Yep.
He's gonna come down there. He's gonna jack a three.
Jack up a three. Oh no.
No, he's gonna give it to Geronimo. That traveled.
Travel.
Well, now we know why Geronimo's wearing that mask.
And I know the Bullets have to be dejected, but I don't think there's anything they can hang their heads about. They competed in this game as long as they could. That's a oh, you got it right.
Tuttle got it. Tuttle was sitting on it. Tuttle was sitting on it.
That's why he needs a headset.
I was just going to say that he has a headset. He needs his microphone. I was just going to say that, you know, at least the Bullets showed up. Right? Yeah. The whole team showed up. You know, you have, again, as I said at the top, the Lakers had the 4 seed and they didn't show up their past 3 games. At least the Bullets showed up.
And I think the Lakers, with a full team, could have matched up decently with this Sixers team.
I just realized I do have a microphone.
Yeah.
At ref Rob Tuttle does have a mic.
Piccini taking all 3 of these and doesn't hit anything.
Kilpatrick got the rebound.
So yeah, so it's just we got less than 2 minutes to get on out of here. It has all broken down. The Bullets are shooting up threes, and Kilpatrick hit that one. But
at the end of the day, I mean, I think that's what hurt them the most. They came down a lot of possession, took a lot of threes, and the Sixers did what they did best. So they just fast break them the whole game. The keys to the game that we discussed at the beginning of the game is what killed the Bullets in this game. Tao for 3. Shai with the rebound. Gotta love his hustle and his work down low. Had 2 guys on him, was still able to pull that down. Ross steps back, takes a 3.
Combo 140.
That's a tie. You You got 2.5, I got 2. And Rob's got, what, 3.5? Oh, you need to use the backboard.
No, 1.5 and 1.5 is 3. Wait a minute.
No.
No, I had 1.5. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Didn't want to be gypped of my just.
There's always next game to catch.
Yeah, but you won't be in it.
That's all right. I'll be yelling on the coach's bench. Very unselfish. Gives the ball back to Lee. Towel for 3.
An open 3.
4 seconds left.
And we're going to be getting out of this game. Final score Sixers 87, Bullets 55. And other than the first quarter, it really wasn't much of a game.
No, the Bullets got away from what they were doing in the first quarter as far as their defense went. They let the Sixers basket hang all day and took way too many threes, which is not good. It leads to bad transition defense if you're just going to take threes.
The number 1 seed, Sixers, still undefeated. They're looking to seal the deal tomorrow. Will they play the Pistons? Will they play the Sonics? We'll find out next game. Young Andrew Robinson is going to be coaching that game, so good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
And until then, next game for young Andrew Robinson, Ref Rob Tuttle, Nestor Dudley, saying we'll see you at the next game.